I'm not used to have you in my show. This is so awkward.
Bad man out and stunting. Kyle them tick like dumpling. Girl with big body jumping.
Hi guys, welcome back in a new episode of Sisi Bolatini on YouTube. Today I'm about to film the Q&A in English with my husband.
The husband.
I'm married to my laptop. Unfortunately, me and my husband are in distance, which we are gonna be telling you more about very soon. So I just invited him through FaceTime to have a little chat with us, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
I told you guys to send me your questions, so thank you for doing that. We have selected a few questions to answer together. Let's start with question number 1.
How did you and your husband meet?
So, are you gonna answer this one, or am I gonna answer this one?
I can answer this one, I guess. We met about 2.5 years ago. She was in Abu Dhabi. I came to Abu Dhabi for work. And yeah, we basically met there. And then we initially started our conversation. And then we just maintained it.
So we met in Abu Dhabi, and that was from the time when I still used to live there. Towards the end, we met each other and we kind of stayed in contact, even though I moved back to Amsterdam, Holland. And from there, yeah.
We married.
Exactly, so that's basically how we met. All right, question number 2.
So, it was an interesting question.
All right.
How did your parents accept your husband who is not Moroccan?
All right, interesting. A lot of you have asked me as well if my husband is Moroccan. Are you Moroccan?
Definitely not Moroccan.
Definitely not. But you're wearing a Moroccan pajama though.
Yeah, that's about all the Moroccan that I have.
It would be a lie if I would say that this was easy, or we didn't. How do you say it in English? We didn't like have issues with it.
We hit some speed bumps, right?
Speed bumps? We hit some speed bumps.
Yeah, like we had minor little things that we needed to resolve.
Oh,
right?
okay. Definitely a few things that needed to be resolved with the parents, and it didn't happen overnight. That's another thing that is important to tell you guys, because it's very normal that a lot of parents from certain cultures, they find it very difficult if their kid wants to marry outside the culture. But I think that the most important thing in this is that you gotta talk and communicate, and especially have patience. And this is actually with everything that you do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it didn't happen overnight. I did introduce him to my parents. In the beginning, it was quite hard, and it almost seemed impossible.
But I think that one of the biggest things as well is, you have to be honest with yourself. Sisi was honest with herself. I was honest with myself. And I think because we knew that this was something that we both felt so strongly about, it was, and we both felt that we saw good things in each other, and we were confident that these were the right qualities that we were looking for. On that basis, we kind of knew that this was something that we felt so strongly about to bring to both of our parents, irregardless of the nationality differences. And with that, both sets of parents got to see, that we were both serious about each other,
That's a good piece of advice as well for whoever is watching this and is kind of going through the same situation, or needs advice or help. It just takes time for sure, and I think that love always wins whenever, in whatever. My parents to kind of get used to the idea and kind of accept it, and it's just because they kind of had no one in the family.
It's new territory, you know. It's it was completely something out of the norm.
True.
And I think one of the biggest things also to add is the fact that time will solve everything, you know.
Yeah, true.
If it's meant to be, it'll definitely end up going in that direction.
Yeah, true. Yeah, communication and patience, I think those are the two key words for getting there where you wanna be.
How old are you?
How old am I? I am 28. Is that right?
Actually, you're 28 now.
Yeah, babe, 28. I know, I'm getting old.
Almost at 30.
Stop it. Not yet. We still have 2 years.
Question 4. Do you live with your parents still or with your husband?
Well, obviously, if I was living with my husband, we wouldn't have to be FaceTiming right now. No, the answer to your question is no, no, no.
Frustrating.
Guys, we do not live together. Unfortunately, not at the moment. Well, Sheikh is traveling for work.
My job requires me to travel from time to time for months at a time, and for that reason we are not living together. But Sisi did come and stay with me in New York while I was here. I think it was in December and January.
Yep, like for 6-7 weeks.
6-7 weeks.
Yeah, that's when I went to New York. Maybe you guys remember, that was because of his job, and obviously just to be with him. So that's why I went there and I stayed there for 2 months almost.
Now, because of the coronavirus, I'm stuck where I'm stuck at, and she's at home.
Yeah, so unfortunately we cannot travel. I can't travel to see him and he cannot travel to come and see me. So as long as the borders are closed, the situation is just the way it is. And we just really hope that yeah, everything just goes back to normal so we can be together again as well. So inshallah, it is what it is, but I try to stay positive even though it never works.
Not in this case.
I'm always positive when it comes to this, like it's so frustrating.
Yeah.
So it's fine. I mean, you can only imagine as a newlywed, you look forward into living together, building something up together, like, you know, you're decorating the house, being together, doing things together, cooking, watching TV, just the normal things. And even though I'm very happy to be at my mom's now, actually, like, don't get me wrong, and you know it as well.
Yeah, of course.
I'm very happy to be with my parents and my sister, and I kind of like redecorated my whole room because what happened was that right before I got married, I had almost thrown out everything out of my room and moved everything to you. So now part of my stuff is with him, part of my stuff is with me. Like, it's a mess, so I just decided to make the best out of it, and I redecorated my whole room at my mom's place. I mean, my mom thinks I'm crazy because she's like, what are you investing in this freaking little room which you're gonna be leaving anytime soon anyway? And I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna be here for sure for another months or weeks, or I don't even know, but at least let me make the best out of it, because I need some clean and nice and organized space around me in order to be organized over here.
Peace of mind, priceless.
Yeah. So that's basically the question to the answer. Right?
The answer to the question.
The answer to that question. Alright, so what is the next question?
Okay, let's see. Why don't you wear hijab all the time?
Oh, wow. Why don't I wear hijab all the time? That's a very good question, babe. You picked. Couldn't you pick another one?
That's because you only wear the hijab when you pray, that's all.
That's true, guys. Obviously, you guys have been following me maybe for years or months, or maybe just because of this video. That could be as well. First of all, I used to work as a cabin crew. And before I used to work as a cabin crew, I used to wear hijab when I was younger. I started wearing the hijab maybe like when I was, I don't even know, I was like super young, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, something like that. So I kind of spent my whole youth wearing hijab, but I kind of never knew why. The reason why for me back then was because I find it so beautiful, and I had a few girls living in my neighborhood and they were kind of my idols. And then I was like, you know what? It looks so good on them. I wanted to. So I decided to wear the hijab as well because they were wearing it. So it was totally because of the wrong reasons. And I kind of grew up with it, wearing it, taking it off when I used to go and swim when I was younger, when I used to go to Morocco. I used to wear hijab only in Holland and not when I was in Morocco, and this is when I was like 11, 12 years old. It didn't make any sense. Anyway, I grew up with it and I used to wear the turban, and then because I became cabin crew, I kind of only wore it when I was on layovers and in my off time. And it just stayed like that since that time. I just really think that hijab is more than just something on your head. It's everything. It's your behavior, it's your eyes, it's what you say, it's so many other things. And I hope inshallah like one day I'll be strong enough to be able to wear it the right way and the way it's supposed to be, because it definitely is one of my goals. And I'm just trying to reach that goal, inshallah, again. But I need to do that like step by step. Changing my wardrobe has already been one of the things that I've been trying to do, so that all of my outfits and clothes in the future will be hijab proof. So it will make it easier for me, inshallah. Make dua for me. You make dua for me. You make dua for me. And I'm doing dua for myself and just trying to get there.
The biggest thing also is that there's no pressure, you know? There's no pressure from me, there's no pressure from nobody else. This is a journey you have to take on your own. And once you're ready, inshallah, it will happen.
Inshallah. So okay, he's still here, but I just put him a little bit there because I feel like maybe you guys don't hear what he's saying.
Which study did you follow?
So I am a dietitian. I did my bachelor's degree, and then I kind of worked as a dietitian, and I didn't like it. So this is where I was like, all right, this is not really my type of thing. So I applied to become cabin crew, and I flew for 2 years, and then I moved back to Amsterdam just to continue my passion, which is like the blogging and the vlogging and talking and hosting events and do everything in front of the scene. And this is what I'm doing right now.
How is the relationship with your husband and your family after getting married?
All right. So how is the relationship between my parents and my husband? Well, as I said before, it took us some time to get married, and after having those little bit of obstacles that we went through, we can actually say that, at least I can say, we had the best wedding ever.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. And I mean, like, I'm so happy, alhamdulillah, that we did it in 2019, because imagine we would have to do it right now with everything that is...
We actually did we were actually thinking about postponing it to this year.
Oh my God, we were planning to postpone it until 2020, and I'm so happy that we didn't do that, alhamdulillah. My heart goes out to everybody who was supposed to get married right now, or who has to like postpone everything right now. I swear to God, like, this is the most terrible thing that can happen to somebody. But yeah, inshallah, like, patience, and I hope inshallah everybody who was supposed to get married or is gonna get married anytime soon, I'm happy for you, and otherwise have patience, and before you know it, you guys will be together soon.
So the relationship, it's good between myself and her family. It's exactly actually what I always imagined it would be when I married somebody. So alhamdulillah, it all worked out. It just, I guess in the beginning, is until you get to know, the family gets to know you, they don't really, it's hard to kind of accept somebody, especially being from another nationality. But the more her family got to know me, it was just like, it felt like it was exactly supposed to be like this.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, my mom adores him. I don't know who she loves more, me or him, basically.
Or Omema.
Or Omema, I know, right? Like, there's a game going on. Who does she love more, me, you, or Omema?
But then again, whenever I'm in town, the tagines are like,
yeah. Yeah. So yeah, everybody's really happy with who you are, because they get to know you and they know who you are and who your family is. And this is also like the biggest thing that needs to happen when you have troubles with parents accepting a partner. It's also because they have no clue who he is and who his family is. Because for us in our culture, babe, it's like you gotta ask families about that person, like,
how is this person?
How is this person? Okay. How is this family?
Can you do some research and find out some dirt on this guy and his family?
Yeah, so we kind of like, you know, families kind of know each other, or like just from the last name, they know who they are, and like if this is a good family or not, or whatever. So this is also why, like, because if somebody is like from another country or like from another nationality, it's not really like you can ask about them. So I'm gonna put you right here again, so you can say goodbye. You can't see me, I'm gonna put you like that. Oh, like this.
No, I can see, yeah.
Alright, great. Those were the questions for now. Oh my God, there are actually so many more questions, but that we would like to answer for you. It's just that this video otherwise is gonna be too long. Thank you all for watching, and thank you also for the questions. I'm just gonna ask you guys to ask us other questions for the next Q&A that we're gonna do, because we're definitely doing another one. But it's gonna be like about a specific subject. Anyways, drop your questions below anyway, so we'll see if they fit into that subject that we're gonna be doing the Q&A about.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, babe. You're welcome. I'll invite you next time again.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank you all for watching, and inshallah I'll see you next time.
Doei.
Bad man out and stunting. Kyle them thick like dumpling. Girl with